The imposition of tariffs by the US on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China is expected to have significant repercussions on the Indian steel industry. Experts warn that India may become a natural target for cheap Chinese steel at a time when local producers are expanding capacity. The Trump administration imposed a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada on Tuesday. The US also doubled the tariff on all Chinese imports to 20%. Former president of Indian Stainless Steel Development Association, Karan Pahuja, said that the recently announced US tariffs on steel imports from China means that this export will become unviable and surplus steel will be seeking new markets. Pahuja said that India becomes the natural target for cheap Chinese surplus steel at a time when it is undergoing a major capacity enhancement phase. The Indian steel industry is already facing a cyclical downturn and pressure of imports, leading to erosion of margins and endangering expansion plans. Pahuja said that any possibility of increasing imports will set the industry back by years. Lalit Beriwala, who's the director of Sham Steel Industries Limited, termed the US President Donald Trump's tariff as a global trade war and said that Indian government is alive to the situation and will take concrete steps to ensure that the steel sector growth continues unhindered, notwithstanding the trade war globally. Beriwala mentioned that India is strong enough to withstand the ripple as far as the steel sector is concerned. According to Abhyuday Jindal, the managing director of Jindal Stainless, the latest Trump announcements could mean two things for India. First, the relative competitiveness of Indian producers in supplying to the US may improve since all countries will be taxed at parity. He believes that this may give India a level playing field vis-a-vis other nations. Second, countries hitherto enjoying exemptions may have excess capacities that they can start diverting to India, such as automotive and industrial products from Korea, Japan, etc. This could be a threat for domestic sales, especially where the Indian steel and stainless steel industries has no level playing field against imports. Jindal mentioned that for stainless steel, there could be pros for exports and cons for domestic sales. While the US tariffs may create new export opportunities for Indian steel manufacturers, the risk of a surge in cheap imports from China and other nations poses a significant threat. The Indian government's policy response will be crucial in ensuring that domestic steel makers continue their growth trajectory without facing undue competition from global surplus production.